finish slaying, there won't be Diablo 3. Lord of destruction, Lord of corruption, Lord of the hate and pain, I instigate a flow so great, eviscerate the syndicate, I decimate, eradicate my foes in turretonic state, they suffocate, choke on my name. Lord of seduction, Lord of disruption, Lord of the lies, Belial hides inside, he's terrified, mass genocide, my master rhymes identify the stale while they listen as I amplify, strict specify, it's time to die. Bring it back to the master of the track, travel east to find the beast so I can slay him with my rap. Don't need flails or a sword, tie my hand behind my back, like a shop up, I'ma kill him with my lyrical attack. Time to let out my battle cry, I don't find the time to grind a level 9 to 9, support the party blizzard wizard and that summon god. I stand to tank the flanking dolls, but when I try to fight, my damage lacks, decrepified, I can't attack. I spent my life mastering axes, now I'm damned to cat, or cries of anguish, they don't care, they want the mana back. Dead dreams of prestige, honor, valor, now I stand and rap, I go slow, a mental block from years ago, still trapped inside my mind, the fiction howling's all I know. Yet as I hit my blows, my vengeance charges start to grow. Look out Diablo, this barbarian's about to steal the show. I spit fire, but not the weak like Inferno. E-bodied poison over shots straight from my goblin toes. Line by line, I'm breathing rhymes into red lightning hose. And if you're caught up in this flow, your corpse just might explode. Lord of destruction, Lord of corruption, Lord of the hate and pain, I instigate a flow so great, eviscerate the syndicate, I decimate, eradicate my foes in turretonic state, they suffocate, choke on my name. Lord of seduction, Lord of disruption, Lord of the lies, Belial hides inside, he's terrified, mass genocide, my master rhymes identify the stale while they listen as I amplify, strict specify, it's time to die. It's a catastrophe, metallic bashing me, can't throw blows cause I chose my caricature, tornadoes, dodging mobs like it's an allergy, path and woes a product of a master mastery, I pray to D, pray straight blasphemy, I pray to find a glitch or bug to get me past these three, I'll lose my mind if Talik's extra faster, I can't see, Maddox throws it's time to focus, DJ drop that beat, they're afraid of the pain that I ingrain in the brain, degrade the brave escapades by throwing shade at the name, my rage builds interlame, volcanoes burning away, can't level 4 hurricane, chill to the core, can't escape, soon be no more, disengrave statues of gold that I say you're worthy hero, now go slay the Lord of destruction today, source and control through its fate, get to the throne to delay your only hope, take a moment now, ready, set, play, Lord of destruction, Lord of corruption, Lord of the hate and pain, I instigate a flow so great, eviscerate the syndicate, I decimate, eradicate my foes in turretonic state, they suffocate, choke on my name. Lord of seduction, Lord of disruption, Lord of the lies, Belial hides inside, he's terrified, mass genocide, my master rhymes identify the stale while they listen as I amplify, strict specify, it's time to die. Blade shit on assassin and fade for res maxima, waves of fire setting ablaze to trespassing and slaves, and the masses afraid of the traps that lay waste as they cast on the days by mind blasting. Now faced with the past is the phase from the passage, remind us of mortality, destruction of reality, a moment of silence, please. Beware, foul demons and beast.
Huh. What happened to my webcam? Hello? 1 second. Maybe. Weird. Hi, Photo. I thought you were playing chess. You just end? Cool. Yeah, sorry, I had to restart my computer, so like everything disappeared, you know. Camera got too cold. Oh, wait, it's because I restarted my computer. That's why. Buongiorno. That makes sense. Good day. All right, so we run that. We get that there. We need this. Oops. Gotta go through all the setup. Every time you restart your computer with D2 speedrunning, there's 50 things you gotta set up. Run the D2 care viewer. Run the macro. All right. Moonbeast game. Oh yeah. That's right. They updated. Let's go. We can take a look at that. Where's the video? I guess I'll just... Was there anything else besides just the like announce trailer? Did they give any more information? Or did they just give us the announcement trailer? It has a lot of information. Okay, so I guess that is the... Maybe the Steam page. Yeah, it looks like it's the same thing. Okay. Let's check this out. What's up, YouTube? Mr. Llama here, and today we're going to be taking a look at Darkhaven, the newest game from Moonbeast Studios. It is we've seen this before. The first alpha beta that we played was a little rough, but had some cool ideas. The latest one we were in definitely had some good improvements. There was a lot of fun to the systems, and it was definitely coming along. It was getting me more excited. They still didn't have a name or anything like that yet. So we have that here. They've released it today, called Darkhaven. Let's watch the trailer, and then we'll read a little bit about what's coming up here. From the creators of D1, D2, Schaefer Brothers. I do love the up and down the terrain is actually super fun. And like being over, like with that guy, you get to jump over his attack. Like you literally are jumping over his arm to avoid that. adding that element to an ARPG is something that is really fun. Yeah, rather than just like dash through it. Just let the trailer play. All right, fine. Whoa, I haven't seen this one before. Okay, there we go. We let it play. You can wishlist it on Steam now, which is cool. Now we can go through the different pieces. This stuff is sick. Literally, like the terrain and the way that you navigate the terrain is so good, and it's so funny compared to it's so funny compared to like Diablo 4, which is, you know, multi-billions of dollars, and their terrain like interaction is like you go to the footsteps and jump, and then they like climb across like a preset scene of it and stuff. And it's like so much weaker. Like, this is really cool. I really love all of this. When I played it, it was super fun. Jumping over I'll mute it. Jumping over like mobs as they're swinging and doing all sorts of interaction. There was a lot more feel with that. Also, the terrain is very destructible. Like, all of the terrain. If you want to build a fort, like a castle where you're standing, you can like do that. If you want to destroy, you can break that down. There's literally like different spells have different destruction kind of about them. So if you're shooting like fireballs into a wall, you know, it's going to like chip away at the wall and break the wall through. You can like break holes into walls. And there's a lot of secrets, like, you know, hidden things behind that sort of stuff. Also procedural generation, which is really cool. Here you can see like the lava. You're like literally cooling the lava. You like break this down, the water flows down into the lava and then like turns the lava into walkable surface. Like, all of that is as cool as it seems, right? Because sometimes you see that and you're like, that looks really cool, and then you go play it and you're like, it's actually lame. Like, I can't actually interact with that much stuff, right? It's not like doing anything, so why am I doing this? Here, it's cool. This part is very fun. And like I say, like, even just like breaking, you can like get up on a hill and then shoot down the hill at mobs down below and like trap them in a hole and then just like pick them off from afar. A lot of cool like cheesing capabilities. Love all of that. UI, kind of garbage, I'm not going to lie. This looks like a bad Diablo 4. I don't know why every UI is going to this, like every RPG is going to this, like, the best way I put it is like Microsoft Word UI. Maybe for legibility, it technically is a little bit better or something, but I absolutely hate it. I'm not gonna hold back on it. I absolutely hate it. All of the new games have this, and like, this is pre-alpha footage, so maybe this is just like temporary, and then they're gonna put something good in. And God, I hope so, because this is UI slop. Again, it looks like I typed this up for my boss, and I'm like, this has 30 armor and a bullet point, 13 attack speed. The next bullet point, 14% cast speed. It's like, oh, again, D4 has this, and all, like, so many games. It's not just this. So many of these games have this, and I absolutely hate it. And I really hope that they bring back good UI look, because this is trash. That being said, the items are cool. Like, I actually do like the affixes. I found when I was going through and looking at the items and stuff, again, it wasn't just like green arrow good, red arrow bad, bigger number, item power sort of thing. Like, I actually was really looking and caring about what affixes I was having, which I was playing. And so that, you know, helped a lot, right? Like, with just, it was nice. Like, I enjoyed the items themselves. But even like this UI is just like so uninspired. Maybe it's too perfect boxy in ways that just, I don't know. There's just no like artistic flow to it. I just want more with it. And like always seeing the character so big. They love doing that now. I don't care. I see my character right here. Why do I need to see her right here too? So that part, you know, I'm like, trash it. Online multiplayer and co-op PvP is pretty dope. And this is also where they're like also really focusing on modding, and like custom games with it essentially. And this is something that I think is super cool, that could be really big, right? Like, I have my world, and then like somebody builds a whole like tower defense, right? Like, if you can have a tower defense game like with this, and you can just build a whole massive world and destructible, because it's so destructible terrain, you can literally have like people here, people trying to attack the castle, shooting stuff into the castle and blowing the castle up. Like, there is a lot of potential with this engine and all of that I'm super excited for. I really think if that part works well, we could have some amazing custom made games, and just, again, crashing worlds in, giant events that happen, right? Like right now they've got the necropolis kind of like rising and all of this taking over your world, which is cool. But there's so much potential for big world events and big things that are changing, because again, they're allowing the worlds to, one, they're procedurally generated, but two, they're allowing the worlds to be destroyed and changed. So the worlds are very living, right? You can have destruction come in and take over, and then new growth can come through the destruction when you clear it. And there's like a lot of room for all that. So I'm very excited for that. I think that is like one of the most exciting pieces of what they've got here. Still some work to be done. That's a cool looking spell. Still some work to be done, I think, on some of the like art with it. But they have changed the art a lot. It was a lot more like cartoony before, and I think they've done a decent job in kind of bringing less cartooniness to it. And it looks good. I like that it has its own vibe. Again, so many games nowadays have the same. They're all Unreal Engine 5. They all have the same like assets, the same style look. They all have the same UIs, and you kind of get lost between them. And I feel like this game does have definitely more of a definitive look to it, which is why when we go to that like inventory and that UI, I'm like, ugh, get away from that. Like, put your own flavor and design on it, even if it's not perfectly like readable in every capacity with that, whatever. Like, it just design over perfect optimization and functionality of it, I guess. And even like this up here, like, I really hope they kind of change this. Like this font and the 8, and it just like, it doesn't look good to me. I think it's, you know, small things like that really add flair to a game. And I think there's a lot of room for that So I hope that they bring the beauty of the game kind of more into these pieces. And again, it's pre-alpha, so like they're just trying to get placeholders in for a lot of stuff probably because there's a lot more to go. But, you know, these are just like notes to make, right? You can always just put notes in. You can add it to your wish list. Do that. Some cool more videos and stuff with cool stuff. I really think there's a lot of beauty in this world. Again, that's something I think they've done a really nice job with. The totally dynamic worlds is amazing. Being able to dig in, discover hidden caves, tunneling through dungeon walls, rebuilding fortresses, like draining lakes to uncover sunken ruins. There's a lot of cool stuff that you just don't have in other ARPGs. And a lot of it comes from this idea. So super cool with just like what they're doing there. Yeah, let's see. Itemization to the heartbeat. We avoid the balance, banality, and tiny incremental percentages that are common. There are no green arrow decisions. Instead, find gear that feels genuinely powerful for its level and rare items that remain viable far beyond their expected power band. And again, this is true from my play. Now, I played the demo, alpha, pre-alpha, whatever. And it was cool. You would find a rare item that, you know, was really powerful and changed your weapon into like an ice weapon, and it felt good, and you carried that for a while, and it was a different, you know, like change on how you played it. And that was cool. So I do think so far I'm excited about the itemization, but we'll have to see how that goes further, right? And then the, again, tactical combat and the open movement, I think is really nice. So play solo, join co-op adventure, or enter high-stakes PvP enabled realms. Supports persistent online worlds where your progress and your impact on land remain even when you're offline. Yeah. So again, just cool stuff. And to be fully moddable from the ground up using our in-client editor, you can create your own items, monsters, classes, and quests, even while playing concurrently with others. So you can like create your own world, and then people can join your world, and it'll have its own items and things within it. I'm excited for it. I think they're doing a really great job. I think they're bringing a lot of stuff we haven't seen yet, right? Like there's a lot of ARPGs that exist right now that are kind of the exact same, right? Copy paste and change the crafting system, copy paste and change the itemization, copy paste and change, right? They all have a very similar flow. And this one to me is one of the ones that is feeling like it's not copy pasted. It plays differently. It's innovating. They're adding in all of, again, the destructible worlds and all these pieces. They're doing a lot that is enhancing the genre as opposed to just repeating the genre and then being like, yeah, but now we have a loot filter that's a little better. And it's like, cool, you do, but the rest of the game still feels like the same game. Like, yeah. So that's what I have to say about Titan Quest. Somebody said Titan Quest. That's what I have to say about Darkhaven. I'm very excited to see what they're gonna do, how it's gonna to finish out. I'll put a link down below. Go wishlist it. Yeah. GG everybody. Peace, you too. Okay.
Moo.
Not keen on the slightly cutesy art style. It's not as slightly cutesy as, like, I guess you're seeing it so you can decide if that's still slightly cutesy. It used to be way cuter in the art style, and I actually did kind of like the old art style a little bit just as much. I'm trying to remember where is... I'm going to see if I have an old picture. I may not technically be allowed to share this picture, but I might just share it with you guys anyways. And then I'll deal with the fallout of it. Let me see. you know, you sign a bunch of NDAs and there's a million things, and how are you ever supposed to know? Gosh darn, there's no. I've got a variety of pictures, but not the one that I'm looking for. Let me see if this
Looks like an exciting.
Everything he got was a tome, and that's something that is.
No, this changed already by then. But anyways, if you go to the like original, probably best for lawsuit purposes. Was that a sponsor? No, that's just checking out the ARPGs coming up. If you check, if you know, if I go back and look at that, there was just a few like screenshots of the old game that were really beautiful. And they kind of had, they slightly reminded me of like a No Rest for the Wicked, you know, which I think is another beautiful game. Right, let me like see if there's, yeah, like kind of something like this, right? It kind of felt like it had this look and style going on a little bit. It was slightly different, but it had that same sort of idea. And you know, again, like this a little bit. Let me just like, right? Like this is really pretty. And it was this, but a little bit more Torchlight. But like, I love this look and style and everything. But a lot of people were just like, that's too cartoony. That's too, you know, whatever. And so they kind of backed off and made it a little darker and made it a little bit more. What I think is probably the right move. It will appeal to the masses. But I kind of liked the vibe. I loved the like color and contrast and like just vibe. Like it's more vibrant, you know.
Good day.
But a lot of people kind of, you know, were opposed to that, so they shifted it down. And I think they did a good job in shifting it down where it still has its own unique look. But it's not like whatever.
Evil beware.
Strangling gas to start. Wow, I mean, strangling gas and a amulet right off the bat. Let's go, baby. And even a stamina potion. Let's just get a experience or skill shrine, and baby, you've got yourself a stew. We are cooking something. That. Looks like we don't have any shrine, unfortunately.
Not enough mana.
We do have a ton of cash, so we have the ability to shop at least a +1 charge bolt. +2, probably not, but we'll be able to get a +1. Right, Malcolm? No timer. Oh, sorry. The timer is running, so I'm not as, like, worried about it, but oops. Oh wow, a +2 would be eligible. There we go. There's the timer.
Yes.
Oh my god. How disappointing. Having the money for a +2, giving it a couple looks and not getting anything from it. That one hurts. Hurts a lot. FCR ring. Rings can't drop as 10 FCR yet, so not quite. See if we can pick up a skill or experience shrine right here.
I need a key.
Run's looking pretty bad now.
I am overburdened.
I also don't love having 50 archers chipping away at us. Let's reset it.
Good day.
Earliest you can get an FCR ring. Rakanishu and his minions can drop one. Like a boss group in Stonyfield. I'm trying to wonder or think if like Bishi Bosch and his minions could drop an FCR ring or not. That might be like just either under or just able. But I know you can get it from Raka and his minions. And then like Darkwood and on. But like any minion or bosses from Raka and on. Bishi Bosch can? Okay. Yeah, it's like, that's like probably the very earliest you can get it. Is Bishi Bosch and his minions can drop it. Otherwise, nothing in the Cold Plains, nothing in the Stony Field, other than those bosses. Some pretty weak things there. You really want to roll block on that. Just does so much more. Okay. Experience Shrine's nice. We don't have a ton of cash, despite it looking like it.
Good day.
But I guess we have the throwing knives, so that'll help. But I need potions. There's not enough to go for charge bolt. Does Rakanishu call it his own name? I don't believe any of the bosses call their names. Just the minions do. But I don't know if I've ever tested where I've just had Rakinishu alone and seen if he's called out. For Summon Necro, am I reading right what she said? The mages are not good. The mages actually did mildly okay in Nightmare. And then they fell right back off. So... dang it. I hate this map. Seems like more effort than it's worth to exclude a single voice line. Yeah, I mean, it is a possibility. I won't lie. Should have picked up that culted armor. Alright. Bishi bash. We should have enough experience. The real annoyance is we're so slow because we had this long fail map into the stony field that we just need to get it. I just need to kill Raka really fast now. Bad Cold Plains maps really suck. God. Holy cow. Are you kidding? Where are they going? Good lord. Alright, well. We have a shrine at the Stony, so that's cool. We have a double shrine at the Stony, so that's even cooler. We are slow, though. I don't have any strangling gas, so we really need to run into like a champion fallen group or something down here that's killable. Okay, it is a fallen group. So there's a little bit there. Oh no. Down and around. So slow. What slow maps to start us off, huh? Okay, I think I will kill these guys.
Not enough mana.
I really would love to pick up like a level here. At least one, if not more.
Not enough mana.
Gotta try and take advantage while you have. Especially because I don't have okay, our skill shrine's gone now. 630 out of the den, or out of the underground is insane. That's so slow. So insanely slow. And the thing is, it's not like we ran the map badly. We ran it right. It just... yeah. The Cold Plains is the big issue. When it wraps you around, honestly, it might even be worth just like resetting it at that point. We'll use it as a warm-up, though. That's fine. That's fine. Couple million miles slow.
Good day.
Double shrine seems like a reason to keep going. No, it's too slow. Also, it's only single shrine. The health shrine doesn't change. It's always health shrine.
Good day.
Yeah, in Act 4, it's not that the devs ran out of ideas. It's that the devs ran out of time.
Good day.
Like, there's a reason Act 4 is 3 waypoints,
Good day.
3 quests. Like, basically they got to the point and Blizzard was like, hey, it's ship time. No more money. No more time. It's time to go. And they were like, all right. And so they just tossed everything. And left. They just cut it down to half an act or a third of an act.
Good day.
Yeah, it's really sad. I think... Thank you, Wraithulek. Thank you, Seymour, Wraithulek, Jinx, and Sergeant Extremes. Extends.
Moo.
Llama glare.
Appreciate you all. Like, I believe Isuel wasn't actually supposed to be... If I'm not mistaken, Isuel wasn't supposed to be in the Plains of Despair. He was supposed to be in the City of the Danged. And I think he was going to be like, you know, the mosaic, like, glass that you sometimes get, like, in that, like, zone. I think he was supposed to be in there. And that was going to be, like, where you would go to fight him. The big church tiles in the City of the Danged. I think, like, that was supposed to be his home location, if I remember correctly from talking with them. And just other things. You know, they had other quests lined up of how it was supposed to go and locations and whatever. But they just had to cut it again. They just ran out of money and time. What you gonna do?
I need mana.
Ow. Alright, we got a little bit of cash here. All their time is spent on making Act 3 as obnoxious as possible. That's right. I'm like, how do we make this awful? People are still able to find their way through this. How do we fix it? We need them to get lost further. So, a little sad, but, you know, I mean, it's all good. I probably could have shopped for a +1 to charge bolt there. Like, we went for more potions, but I'd rather have the charge bolt. It's so funny because when I was younger and I played this game, I had the same opinions all of you guys have and have. Act 2 and 3 suck. Maggot Lair is miserable. Why would they have this in the game? Jungle maps are terrible, etc. And
I am overburdened.
as I've grown and played more and more and more, all like everything has shifted so much for me in my opinions. Okay, I really need a shrine badly here. Like every year that I play this game, my appreciation for the Maggot Lair and Act 3 maps and beetles and all the things that I despised growing up has gotten a little bit higher, to where they end up being some of my favorite parts of the game. Just crazy. Just no shrine. I still think overall Act 1 is the best act in the
These
game.
stones radiate powerful magic.
I'd still say that hasn't shifted for me. It's just got such a good... It just does such a good job
I need mana.
of like introducing the game, and I think that's why. 4 would be the best if it was longer, probably. It's just so short. But Act 1 just like crushes it, man. You just have such variety in the areas. You have your caves, you have your catacombs and jails, you have, you know, it's like you're in and out and up and down and going down into the tower, going all across, like everything just has so much purpose and greatness. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Basically dead. Big fail run anyways. Didn't have any strength or gas. These runs are just so slow. So slow right now.
Good day. Good day. Good day.
It's amazing after all these years, it's the old games that are still the best. I mean, again, there's it's just a water.
Good day.
There is a lot of something to be said
Good day.
about the passion and the small studios making games in the past versus what we have today, you know,
Good day.
versus a lot of like corporate big money making games.
Good day.
Because if you look even today, like I was just jamming on Celeste, you know, a week ago, and oh my gosh, what a fantastic game. Just beautiful too. And it really does feel like you have that indie slash, you know, Stardew Valley, right? You get in these like small to middle
Good day.
slices where you just find the really great games.
Good day.
And once you get too big, you have too many business executives making too many decisions.
Evil beware.
You have too much monetization influencing too much of everything. Shareholders. You just start to... cross into, you know, not passionate, right? You go talk to a lot of the devs, even many times, and they just don't have the same passion, you know? It's their 9-to-5 job. They go in, they go to work, they collect their salary, they make their system, and they go home. And that's very different from someone who is designing a game top down with full passion, you know, behind it, and the thought of what they want and all the systems. Like, shareholders of Hasbro attempting to sue. Yeah, it's an interesting suit. I don't fully understand why, because I'm pretty sure, like I know they're like, oh, they're producing too many cards and whatever. This really sucks. We have a great shrine, but we have no cash. I'm just gonna have to sell everything and scrim by here. Like, it doesn't change, and it probably honestly is a positive for older cards, right? Like, all the collectors are like, it's hard to keep up and collect everything, but like the older cards are actually just gaining more value. Exactly, binary. So it's a little confusing. Also, it's a game. They want to print cards. They can print cards. I feel like big movies are struggling from lack of passion too. Yeah, I mean, that's been going on for a while. Ever since the, you know, beginning of the superhero movies began, I would say. We've had that same same issue. And every now and then, you know, you get some small studio. Wow. I really thought it was one of those was gonna hit not Rakanishu. Every bolt dove to the right to hit Raka. It's kind of funny.
Good day. Good day.
Producers have to mandate to bring viewers who get fired. Yeah.
Evil beware.
People got really excited for Endgame and stuff. Yeah, they did.
Moo.
And it's gone. Thank you very much for the Prime sub. See, this is, it also is a little bit of like it's kind of the people's fault as well, but it's disappointing in a way. You know, like Diablo 4 is the way that it is because people are willing to play it in the way that it is.
Moo.
And monetize it. Right? But a lot of times it does end up just being kind of that like casual player.
Hello.
You know, a lot of the D4 lovers are not the people that are super passionate about gaming as much. They're people who just like, yeah, I come home and I just want to kill some things for an hour and then, you know. And you have that same thing, for instance, in like the movies, right? Like, we can all agree that the Marvel movies are not inspirational movies with a lot of like they're pretty slop, but they kind of just appeal to the large mass, right? And so it's like, is it fantastic artwork? No, but the average person doesn't appreciate fantastic artwork in a way. So you just kind of have like these industries kind of getting run over by the more casual group, and then the executives come in and make a game that plays to that. People like superheroes, let's make superhero. You know, people want mass kill thing, blow everything up, feel like God. Let's make game that mass kill everything, feel like God. And these games are sloppy, but they don't need to be more because they work, because people play them. People are like, yeah. And you know, you see the same thing with like happening in Wizards, right? With Hasbro and stuff here. They're just mass printing cards and sets and doing all this stuff. And while I would say it's not exactly like ruining, you know, okay, you're ruining the secondary value, whatever, like that. But it is putting a damper on, that was tempting to gas up, I'm not going to lie. It is putting a damper on kind of what the universe is and the game and all of the pieces, right? Having all of this universes beyond garbage everywhere and them just flooding with cards and everything. Just, you know, just trying to be profit hungry, grabbing as much as they can. It works because, again, the average person who doesn't even play Magic but loves Final Fantasy is like, I'm going to go pick up Final Fantasy box. But anybody who really appreciates the game is like, well, this kind of sucks, you know? But that is less than the number of people who like Final Fantasy or like Spider-Man or like any of these things. Yeah, you got your SpongeBob cards and everything, you know. So, in a way, the casual person who's just looking for the next thing to dump some cash on, because why not, is the person that's more ruining it than the companies themselves. The companies themselves are just going to do whatever. The problem is they're so just like money focused, right? That the sanctity of the game and maintaining its integrity and the world and all of that stuff is, you know, what they care less about. That's all nice, but if I can just make an extra $1, I'll make an extra $1, you know. It's not just my focus on short-term money.
On Dark
Yeah, I mean, in
Stronghold.
some ways it is short-term money, right? Which also I think, you know, can be upsetting to many, and they look at that and they're like, cool, you're going to sell a bunch and do all this stuff right now, and then you're going to, like, kill the game in the next few years. But they don't care, because all the executives, C-suite, you know, they're going to get their bonuses for making record profits, and then they're going to bounce and go to the next thing. And that's generally how that stuff works, and why a lot of people also get very upset by it, because it's like, they don't care. They're just doing whatever will get the quick buck, and they know. God, I need a will so badly. They know it works, because yeah, I'm dead. Because the general masses are cool with that. That's fine.
Good day.
Stats on screen. Oh God, where do I have
Beware.
stats on screen at? Whoa, it works for some reason now. Huh. What is this symbol? I don't know. This isn't my UI.
Good day.
These symbols were chosen by Goat or something like that. It's awful looking.
Evil beware.
Good day. Good day.
This
Evil
isn't
beware.
new with it though. They kept power creeping because people wanted to buy more. Yeah, I mean, again, it's like it's not new. It's just like growing more and more. But it isn't new. This idea has been around for a bit now, and we're seeing it just creep into all the different industries. Come on, give me like something for cash. Dang.
I need mana.
Nope. All right. There we go. There's the cash. And the strangling. 3 to Ice Bolt. How disappointing is that?
I need mana.
Ooh, we have a shrine to the left. Everything is so expensive there. It only updates on updating events. When items get ID'd, when I leave the game. So you can't update faster than that with D2R, unfortunately. In LOD, we could do instantaneous updates. But yeah, I mean, again, it's like in a way, the masses ruin it all for us. It's like if you were really into, you know, and the more niche you get with something, the more you can really, like, see the effects. Like, let's say you're really into... a sport. And we'll say it's some kind of unknown sport, right? Like,
I need mana.
I don't know.
I need mana.
Let's say you're really into disc golfing. Which, like, is known.
I need mana.
But, you know, not like... No, right? Not like it's super important. Everybody cares all this stuff about it. And
Not enough mana.
then a company takes over. Well, let's just say chess even. Well, chess is more known, though. Breakdancing? Breakdancing. Whatever it is. And you, like, you know, you're into it. You know the people that are, like, good. You know the people to follow that are super exciting. All of the, like, things. That was a mistake. I should have kept the skill shrine, I think. And then it gets bought by some big company, and they come in, and they don't know about what makes it as good. They don't know, like, why it's so cool. But they come in and they start, you know, putting Spider-Man all over the jerseys of everything. And doing these sorts of things to it. And now the players are showing up to their chess games dressed up as SpongeBob SquarePants and Spider-Man. And this causes more people to tune in because it's a smaller sport.
I can't.
So not as many people generally would watch. But now you have these big name things, and so it does end up drawing more viewers and making more money. And you're sitting there going, technically, this is... I guess we have Strangling Gas. That's right. You're sitting there going, well, technically, like, it's making more money. So it's technically doing better. But is it actually technically doing better just because there's a large group of people that identify with Spider-Man? And so whatever you put Spider-Man in, they're going to be like, oh, that's interesting.
Ah, the monastery. On
And this is kind of the issue that is prevalent with all of these things, all of these games we're seeing, all the ways that all these things are doing. Whatever the mass want, whatever's the most profitable is always the correct way from a capitalistic, for the shareholders' perspective. But all the people that love the sport and really put everything into the sport and aren't just there for the fad of it and whatever, don't care about any of that. And then once and if you stop putting in all of the other stuff and they move on to the next fad, ooh, jail.
It's long gone now.
Then the game is left in this weird spot where it's like, okay, well now all the players are still showing up in their Spider-Man outfits and stuff, but nobody cared, right? Like it's kind of ruined it for the people that really loved it, even though it may have had a really good couple of years of cash and everybody being excited about it, you know? Yeah. So, you know, It's just sadness. This is an interesting way to say it, Mr. Rich.
Good day. Good day.
So that's kind of where
Evil
gaming is at.
beware.
Nevada, we don't sell. It was on softcore. Yeah, it was a softcore record. Oh, oops. So, you have the small people in the industries that are focused on the indie game people who are like, well, I want to still make really good games and it be about all that. And then you have large companies that are just kind of making the games for the masses that make the most money. Right? It's kind of like, why are there tons of microtransactions and all these pay-to-win mobile games and stuff? Because they make a ton of money. Those games make more than all the other games combined because the general people are cool with that. Experience Shrine right there is tough. Or to John at Trav, let's go.
Not enough mana.
I do want to kill those guys too. And in fact, I need to kill those guys as well.
Not enough mana. I need mana. I need mana. Not enough mana.
Bad time for the shrine to wear out. It's annoying. I also need strangling.
I need mana.
Okay, I mean, timing wise, very fast. If we can find the exit here. $330 and underground at level 6 is great, so I'm happy with that. I really need to get the stranglers though. Very important that we can find this.
I can't. I can't.
Let's try some P3, I guess.
Impossible.
Okay, 415 out's good still. Best place to farm with Berserk Barb? I mean, Pit is your, like,
I can't.
place you really want in the end. But along the way, there is, you know, a lot of other things. He can actually do a lot of the terror zones as well. Can you send in comedian Mr. Llama to host the stream? Sure. What's the deal with grape nuts? No grapes, no nuts. Ah.
Impossible. I need a key. Ah, the monastery. On Dariel's stronghold.
Happy llama, sad llama, mentally disturbed llama, super llama, drama llama, big fat
Sir
llama,
Corbin
llama,
Dallas with 10
Who is
gifted
this big llama?
subs.
Starting all this drama. It's me, bitch.
I can't.
GG. GG. Oh man, it's that rare dead tile. Not good timing for it either.
I can't.
Moo Girl got upset
If there
with
was
me
magic here, it's long
the other
gone
day
now. Impossible.
for staying up late. So, take her, please. For example. How to sleep better. Ah. Ouch, Steven. Alright, well, no setup. Llama has a bedtime again.
day.
Yeah.
Good day.
Go for a Frost and Nova staff. I mean,
Evil
That's-
beware.
very expensive. Two to charge bolt. Let's go. This is the run.
Not enough mana.
I actually stopped swinging. +2. Honestly, probably don't need. Oh no, I don't have any cash. Oh boy. I need money for potions. Rare dagger, I need you to do something for me, baby. Oh boy. I wish daggers had implicit mods on them, so then it would be worth more money. I could sell it for good money.
Good day.
That is not a lot.
Evil beware.
You find +2 to charge bolt, and you find nothing else. Such sadness. Even with 2 to charge bolt, I don't know if I want to fight against them. Ooh. Skill shrine is probably less necessary. I think the experience shrine we want more. There's some money. Get off of me. I don't want to kill these women, but what choice do I have? Please don't quote that.
Not enough mana. I need mana. I need mana. I need mana. Not enough mana.
Pretty good. +2 to charge bolt does a lot. Does a lot.
Impossible.
Oh boy. Why is this so gross? Let me buy. I went to the doctor today.
Impossible.
He said
I can't.
that I have. This isn't a joke. I realized that sounded like it was an intro to a joke. That it wasn't. It wasn't a real doctor. He said I have a deviated septum.
Impossible.
And oh, come on! What do you do? I said septum. I hardly know him. There's the joke part. What does it deviate from? I don't know. He said I have an S shape in my nose that is deviated. You have to get a really miserable surgery if you don't want to deal with it. Crap. It feels like it shouldn't be that bad, right? They're just going to go in and just like
Moo.
stitch up a little piece or just like turn something a couple times, right? Like,
Moo.
Go Llama go.
is this hardcore?
Happy Wednesday, glad to see your grid survived the storm.
They break the nose in multiple pieces and chisel it out. What? What the heck? Okay, well,
The monastery.
how do you feel now?
Dariel's stronghold.
Would you say it was worth it? Not at all. Really? You don't think your breathing improved or anything? It did improve the breathing. You'd rather just breathe worse. Good lord. Do you like still have lingering pain in it or something? That's crazy that you're like, even at this point.
If there was magic here,
How long did it
it's long
suck
gone
for?
now.
Improved your sleep 100%. So that's the thing. I snore and my sleep sucks. And I wake up feeling exhausted. So I was like, well, just get a CPAP instead.
Good day.
That's crazy, Tanuki.
Evil beware.
You can breathe through both nostrils. Yeah, I can breathe through my right nostril, but my left nostril is like 50% capacity, maybe. Dang, Smith. We'll miss you, +2 charge bolt. We will. Oh, would that change my voice though? Because I have a little bit of a nasal voice, you know, from my septum. I didn't even think about that. What'll happen to my YouTube voice if it was different than my same voice?
Not enough mana.
Crazy. He also said I have a really big tongue.
Not enough mana.
And he was like, thank goodness you aren't fat. If you were fat with your tongue size, you'd have some real breathing issues. Thought that was a little straightforward. It's like, sheesh. One to warmth. Meh. Big money, 2 to charge bolt. Oh, it wasn't even gone for long, my friends. Not even gone for long. Let's go. Good lord, Syrian.
Evil beware.
Show tongue. Jesus.
I need mana.
Any tips or videos I have to watch? So many. I mean, if you want, like, I've got general leveling videos and videos about all the stuff. I've got videos that are very tailored towards specifics of the sorceress. I have guided playthroughs where you can literally play along with me through the game. You name it, we got it. There's some strangling. Cool. This is one of those times where it's like, do we need to kill Rakanishu? Not necessarily. But we're a little slow somehow. I don't really know how we're slow this run. Go ahead and use this experience shrine for a little bit, and then we'll go. Are CPAP machines still giant and crazy? Or are they like more toned down now and not as ridiculous looking? No? Okay.
Not enough mana.
Let's go backwards over here actually. Two little plugs in the nose. Oh, that's nicer. Yeah, because before they were like whole, I don't know why I ran over there, whole mask over the face sort of stuff. Okay, yeah, we just have this tile, and then just as bad. This run's probably over now. The problem with the CPAP is your body gets used to it and then stops breathing on its own. What? That doesn't sound right. That seems way too dangerous. That's a respirator? Yeah, I don't think that's CPAPs. Respirators, that is true, though. Which is why they don't, you know, COVID was a whole mess of everything because you'd have people sitting on the machine and then it's like, hey, we have to take you off eventually. Get an iron
I
lung.
need a key.
Yeah, those are great. How long, for the CPAPers in the chat, how long did it take for you to get used to CPAPing? This is a slow run. Couple of days? Okay. 2 months? Dang.
Ah, the monastery. On Dariel's stronghold.
What's a CPAP? It just puts pressure
I need mana.
into your mouth hole so that you can keep breathing. We are so slow in this run. You still hate the feeling, but as soon as you felt the difference in your sleep, you didn't want to stop. That's kind of where I'm potentially getting to with it. I'm like, look, I don't think it's going to be a very fun thing, but my sleep really sucks and has sucked my entire life, honestly. And if I could put on a little machine and then
If there was
I
magic
wake
here,
up and I'm like,
it's
oh
long
my
gone
god, I
now.
don't feel like complete garbage. I could get addicted to that.
Impossible.
All right, we have a double. We have a potential double up. Oh no!
Impossible.
Oh, I thought that was gonna take us there. No, we have the extra tile in between. All right, well this could be a Maestro. Thank you. This could be a whatever you call it run, practice run, because it's too slow.
Impossible.
But it is Fallen's. I wonder if it's worth checking the second one.
Impossible.
With the distance, it probably is. How far it is. Doesn't matter, it's a fun run anyways. Let's go give it a look-see. Oh my god. Oh, if only, man.
Not enough mana.
It's not a good run.
I need mana. Impossible.
It unfortunately is not going to be a good run. But, like I said,
Not enough mana.
2 packs doesn't really make it twice as fast as much as that sounds like it should.
Hello.
Okay. Check for a shrine. No shrine.
If there was magic here, it's long gone now.
Oh god.
Impossible.
No, an extra fast ghost group to chase us down. Oh, that sucks. Get away from me. Get away from me. Okay.
I can't.
One to static.
I can't carry anymore. I am over.
Man, there are like no light mana potions dropping.
I can't. Not enough mana.
There's a couple. There we go. Variance brought down.
I need mana. Not enough mana. I can't. I can't. I can't. Impossible.
Ooh, rare ring. Come on, baby. Give me that FCR. Yeah, this is so slow.
Good day.
Could always find a new glitch mid-run to get us there. No, but that's okay.
Impossible. Impossible.
I am a little sad that we're wasting the double boss on like such far in betweens for it. It's a little sad, but. But again, it's good when you get here because then you get to practice other parts of the run. Gosh darn
I
it.
can't. Impossible. I can't. I can't carry anymore. Impossible. I need mana. Not enough mana.
There are other parts of the run? Yes. Supposedly there
If
are.
there was magic here, it's long gone now. I can't. Impossible.
Integrating. No! Don't die. This is a really good path.
I am overburdened. I need mana. I need mana. Not enough mana.
These dang ghosts, man. Get off of me. Terrible.
I can't.
I guess just grab all these pieces. Grab you and you and you.
I can't. I am overburdened. I can't carry anymore.
Whatever. Let's go.
If there was magic here, it's long gone now. Not enough mana.
I
I
don't
need
love
mana.
that being like that.
Not
Okay.
enough mana.
Now I do love it being like that. Ooh, a lot of ghosts.
Not enough mana. Impossible.
Come on. Teleporting is so rough.
I can't.
Come on, game. Good.
I can't carry anymore. The evil queen has fallen.
Whatever. Do I need that?
Good
Do I have
day.
room for that? Sure.
Hello.
Yeah, we also haven't found any FCR as of yet, which is a little bit tougher, but... Okay, I wish I had more socket stuff to do. Maybe I should have bought the gloves just for fun. Our money is pretty good. I could use a 2-socket armor pretty badly.
Not enough mana.
Any big run killers in Act 2? I mean, a lot of it just comes down to your standard, like, how are your maps? Do you find your halls of the dead? Do you find your waypoints? How long is your maggot lair? Stuff like the you know, and even the Arcane Sanctuary, right? There's a lot of it's a lot of just map
Not
stuff.
enough mana.
How many times are you having to, you know, run into a dead end and then turn around, sort of things? All those make so much of an impact.
Good day.
And a lot of times they're not as visible. A lot of people see and think about stuff like the Arcane Sanctuary, but they don't think about, like, how many times did it take to find the Halls of the Dead in the Dry Hills, or to go through the Maggot Lair exactly. And that's the stuff that really adds up.
I need
How
mana.
many exit paths is it every time when you're trying to get out of an area? Oops.
Not enough mana.
So like right here, I don't have anything in the Maggot Lair right now. Probably already knew that from that spot, actually.
I need mana.
Or in the Far Oasis. I don't have the Maggot Lair, I don't have the waypoint.
I need mana.
So like that's a little bit of a time loss, because
I
I'm
need
gonna have to
mana.
go back through the other
Sense strong magic within
spot
this
again, right?
place.
But
Good day.
it just fixed itself. I don't know. My computer got restarted and it started working, so
Welcome to my shop.
that's fine. Let's do that and go Dry Hills again. Oops. Almost went Rocky Waste.
Impossible.
So like there, if I had a waypoint for the Far Oasis, you know, it'd be a little faster. But our Maggot Lair is pretty close, so we at least know that. Now we have to see what kind of maps we get in the Maggot Lair.
I need mana.
Also, having stuff like FCR really helps here, and we don't have any of that. We are completely out of luck there, so that does hurt us a lot. That'll slow us down throughout the run. Pretty good Maggot Lair overall, though. Nothing too crazy about it. They weren't like perfect maps, but good enough maps. I would take those any day.
This place actually distorts reality. Fascinating. I can't.
Darn.
Where can I take you?
This place actually.
I have yet to have a first or second way on one of these runs. And the trend continues. Literally, every single run I have taken past the jail has been a third or fourth way. And that's been like
This place actually
14
distorts
runs that have gone past it overall.
reality. I need mana. I can't.
It's insane.
I can't.
Wow, there's just so much stuff right there. I'm actually gonna try it again.
Impossible. I can't. Not enough mana.
Really? Because I do have this. Yeah, we just got fully locked up. Oh no, I lost all my gold. Alright, that ends it. I forgot my gold was there. Yes, Lavinius. Alright, let's sell these and like pretend like we can do something with this. Dang it.
Evil beware. Not enough mana.
Maybe we can just find like tons of money here. Scepters, wands, all the
Not
goodies.
enough mana. I need mana. I need mana. Not enough mana.
Need you to hit, man.
Not enough mana. I need mana.
Rixot's keen.
Impossible. I can't. I need mana. I need mana.
Oh wait, I need... No, I do want to go that way because I need the respect.
Good day.
Good day.
Okay, sell. Alright, Daryl. Your turn to shine, buddy. Show us what you're working with.
I can't. Not enough mana. I need mana. Not
No,
enough
FCR
mana.
is so brutal, man.
I need mana. Not enough mana.
This is brutal. This
I
is
can't.
maps. What's going
I
on?
need mana. Not enough mana.
Jesus.
I can't.
Oh, we got the 2-socket armor, but we don't have the rubies anymore.
I am overburdened.
Giant sword.
I need mana. I need mana.
Maybe I don't have the font that Goat was using. Yeah, I don't know. It's
Good day.
weird. Oh, it's real nice, Bats. I don't know what I'm doing there. It's just talk to Jerahan and leave. Gee. I mean, this wasn't a world record. Yeah, this run wasn't world record from the start. So it's not a big deal that we're off pace of it here. Like, that was known that it was going to be like that.
Hello.
I need mana. I need mana. I need mana. Not enough mana. I need mana. I need mana.
I hate it when it does that and it just doesn't let you over sometimes.
I can't. I need mana. Not enough mana.
Okay, well, we do have the flare jungle here.
I need mana.
Guess just... Whoa! Wow, I did not even see what killed me. I still don't know.
I need
Guess
mana.
there was a dude.
I need mana. I need mana.
Fire breather under the leaf or something.
Greetings.
One to Nova. That's nice.
Good
It's
day.
also money though. Which I don't have. 0 money, buy again. Yep.
Good to see you.
Yeah, gold issues are not doing great here.
Not enough mana.
Was impressively painful. Alright. I think there's a new rule for us here, which is... Oh, I don't know why I went down there.
Not enough mana.
No CT tellying allowed. I just die to Inferno way too often when that happens.
I must take this to Ormus. Not enough mana. Not enough mana. Not enough mana.
I need a waypoint.
I need mana. I need mana.
Come on.
I need mana. I need
I actually
mana.
think at the start I could have gone
I need
without
mana.
waypoint,
I can't.
but at this point. What the heck? Alright. We'll need to get some cash again somewhere.
I can't carry anymore. I can't. I need mana. Not enough mana.
Come on!
Good day.
Oh my god, the lack of FCR is so terrible. Whatever. It runs over. 0 FCR.
Good day.
Did I cover Dark Haven? Yeah.
Good day.
All right, 4. And even though it technically was a run, we don't even get to count any like jail setup or jail fallens or anything. I found a lot of rings on that run too. I did, and amulets and orbs. I mean, stabs. Like, we had a lot of potential to roll 10 FCR.
Good day.
Including that rare ring.
Evil beware.
Fine, I'll click my gloves, Warren. This guy. Yeah, 0 FCR is just painful. I think the world record is 20 FCR. And honestly, any decent run has at least a 10. The difference between teleporting, though, on 20 FCR versus 0 FCR is just, like, so big. This run's probably dead. It does have a shrine. It's like trying to survive in the weirdest little ways possible. Okay. I mean, I actually am okay with that death.
Good day.
Nothing of value was lost with that. And I wanted to go back anyways and get the potions. So that was basically slightly faster than me taking a town portal home. Actually a tactical death.
Beware.
Now, we do need to hit
Oh,
experience
beware.
or skill. What's crazy is when you want either. You're like, I don't care. When you're just target farming one of them, it feels a little bit more like, okay, yeah. But when you're farming either or and you can't hit them like
Evil
this,
beware.
it's crazy. You have like a 40% chance of finding a skill or experience shrine here. Every time. So not many Rune G, but it does happen. Wow, that was
Evil beware.
30 seconds of searching. Again, this run has been trying to like off itself for a while now, but Do you think Blizzard is working on a Diablo 1 remaster? I think it's the most likely outcome. Okay, the most likely outcome is it's just Diablo 4 and Diablo Immortal. But if they're going to touch some older stuff, I think D1 remastered would make the most sense. And then just some touch-ups for us, like we talked about before. Maybe you can buy another stash tab. Maybe there's character slots. Right, some like basics. There is a guy there. Oh, I need him to die. There it is. Finally. Okay, a little bit slow. But we do have our strangling gas potions. That is a full blockage. Sometimes you go, nope. I'm not ever getting through there. Did you tone it down? Wait, tone what down? Add gems and stacking and more stash space. The thing is, adding gem stacking doesn't seem like an easy thing to add. That feels like something that requires a lot more testing than you're going to have with the single intern working on the game, you know? Have I thought about playing old school RuneScape? I have. The biggest and sometimes a little bit saddest part of streaming sometimes is you are what you are and what you build on in a way. I am Mr. Diablo 2. Was it really a top left? I thought it was a straight across. Okay, it's straight across. When I don't play Diablo 2, then people go, hey, why you no play D2, you know? And they go away. And I'd kind of have to like fully rebrand and rebuild in a way, right? Like when we went and played Celeste is a great example. We went and played Celeste and you know, there was 100 to 150 people, I'd say, that would show up every day to watch it. Which is just going to be less than here. And if I wanted to become a Celeste streamer, let's pretend, it would just take a while to get there. Okay, there's like just so many mobs here. You know, I'd have to drop back down to that number and then slowly build up viewership over there again of different people. And it would be hard and tough. And frankly, it's not something that you can really do when you are the sole income of your household, you know? So it's tough to do things like, oh, go play, you know, something else. Like you can do it in a way of, I'm just going to do it to have a little break, to enjoy a different game, to have some fun, whatever. But that's right, Epi. But overall, yeah. Uh, Another trash run. Future just does variety Fridays like GeoGuessr and stuff. Yeah, I mean, again, you can always like mix in your other things and do the other stuff. You just have to remember. It's true, Conduit. You just have to remember that like
Good day.
those are your less.
Evil beware.
Oh, that'd be interesting, Nas. I like that idea.
Good day.
You make less money on those days, essentially, right?
Good day.
And I am not blaming any one of you for not showing up and watching me play Celeste or Here's the Might and Magic 3 or Day of the Tentacle or any of the other things, right? Like, I just want you to know I don't blame any of you guys for that. Some people get mad. They're like, if you don't watch me when I'm playing other things, then you don't actually care. You're not a real viewer. Like, nah, do whatever the heck you want.
Good day.
But, you know, like I say, you just have to know, like, okay, if I'm going to make $20 an hour streaming StarCraft or $10 an hour streaming Celeste or $2 an hour streaming World of Warships, you know, in a way. And obviously, like, you don't have a fixed salary and there's a completely, everything's all over. And so, you know, you never really know, right? Some days you make a few hundred, some days you make $10, right? But averaging out, you know, you just have to do the mental math of it and the acceptance of it. And I got to pay the bills, but I also have to keep my sanity. And that's why, you know, for a week there we played Celeste because it was really fun. And I was having a nice time. And then I can come back and, you know. No, CDG. I wouldn't say that.
Evil beware.
I was still like early in it, you know. If I was like a senior analyst, you know, I would have had more, but that's also the same as like, and this is where it actually gets funny. This is right. That's also the same with the idea of like taking time off. And this is one of the hard parts of being self-employed. You can always be doing more. When I worked for the company I worked for, my pay was set. I got X dollars, my hours were set, and that was it. Now, it's not set. If I stream every single day, 16 hours a day, I will make double what I make right now, at least probably, right? And you see the success of it by looking at some of those really big streamers. They're always online, you know, and they make millions, but they have zero lives outside of it. That is all that they have. So it's like, okay, you can really do some like major life sacrifice. Oh, I wanted to buy a second one. I thought I did. To make more. And this is where you have to find the balance of how much life am I going to have? How much time am I going to spend with my children versus streaming? How much time am I going to spend, you know, doing hobbies and activities? Or am I just going to focus purely on streaming and nothing else, you know? And like, it's really important to ask yourself that question and come up with an answer, and then I do diplomacy, and then stick to it in a way, and like be okay with it.
I need mana. I need mana.
Wow,
I
Warren.
need mana.
I don't even know what that means. I always drove a Toyota Camry. So
Impossible.
Ow.
The order welcomes you.
Enough money there. So yeah, you know, it's like
Beware.
you just gotta accept where you're at, what it's gonna be, and you can't get depressed about it or whatever, essentially. And you can't say, oh, I should just be streaming more all the time and all this stuff. Like, you just gotta really sit down and say, why am I not streaming more? Because I want to make sure I get to spend time with my kids. Okay. Am I getting to do that? Yeah. Cool. Then, like, we're still on track. And this is something that, you know, again, all self-employed people deal with, just about. The idea of, well, you could be doing a little bit more and making another dollar right now. But when you can kind of... It's annoying.
I can't.
Get past that, then, you know, you feel better. Maybe you could take a sabbatical and use that break to stream and make some extra money. Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah. Yeah, and then you got to set your goal and all those things. But again, the idea is still always there, and you know it, which is we are monkeys and we are animals in a zoo, as Zizarin likes to say. Oh, it's a double shrine. Okay, I'll grab the waypoint. We are animals in the zoo. And the more that you're in your cage, the more that people want to come and watch you and throw peanuts at you. And the less you're in your cage, the less often that they come back. Now, where it gets funny, the part I was saying before, like, oh, it gets funny. Where it gets funny is it can actually get to a point where it becomes detrimental. Obviously, one, if you're just like putting on terrible streams, it can be detrimental. But something like streaming Celeste, right? Or if I were to go stream Barbie Adventureland for a month, let's say, it would probably be better to just not stream at all for a month than to stream a month of Barbie Adventureland. Were I wanting to like come back to D2 ever after that. Because then people will start associating your stream with Barbie Winterland, whatever I said it is, Wonderland, instead of D2, and then they won't be coming back, as opposed to if you just take a break, then they'd be like, ah, he's finally back. So sometimes your streaming is actually detrimental if you do too much of the other stuff. Which is why it's like, okay, taking a break, you got to be careful. Or going and playing other games. So whenever you come off of a break where you were playing more variety games and stuff, your viewership is always lower when you first come back into it. And then you have to like build it up again over the next few weeks or months or whatever, as people come back and trust you that you're going to stream the game that they want you to stream. So when Barbie?
Evil beware.
What happened to the llama game I'm making? It's still being made. I'll have more announcements just like soon and stuff with it. I have to talk with Warren and get some status updates and stuff. There's just been like a lot of stuff for the past year that's kind of slowed it down a little bit. Pick the next milestone. Ranger passive skills don't show anything. Well, it feels like the passive skills should show something. Would it be possible to speedrun Llama RPG? I hope so. Wow, I found literally 0 money. 2 gold, sorry. I found 2 money.
Not enough mana.
Yeah, we're just dead. Other games can also give your stream character and strengthen it.
Good day.
I mean, it's very tough to be a variety streamer because a lot of times
Evil
it doesn't
beware.
strengthen it. It just brings it down and puts it in a hard spot. Now, the way it can strengthen it is if you are large enough that you can shift into becoming a variety streamer, and then it can kind of become, people go there and go, oh, this is the variety streamer I like watching for the variety streamer, right? Just like I'm the D2 streamer, so-and-so is the variety streamer, and they're always playing the new latest game and always, you know, checking out all these things and doing whatever. But that is like their brand, right? And in a way, for many of those people, it actually would hurt them somewhat to focus in on a game. Because sometimes people will sit there and go, well, no, I watch you to see all the latest games. Streaming there's a lot of thought and analytics and pieces of streaming just all over. And they're very interesting to, when you really dive into like the truth about it, right? We all have like our theories and whatever, but when you really get into seeing it and what it is and looking at, you know, the numbers of all the stuff, you really get some clearer pictures of different things. This is terrible, man. I can't find gold to save my life. There's some gold.
Not enough mana. I need mana.
Who says we can't make a movie out of D2? Yeah, I said Naz. That would be cool. It would be definitely a stat. I mean, you're not going crazy out of your way to get it, but like, if you come across something with it, it's definitely helpful. The thing is, a lot of us at this point run kind of blind of map many times. We're looking at like tiles and stuff more. Oh no. Those goats. What a nightmare. Just a horrendous. Okay, here we go. That actually works really nice. We're able to get away here. We need to drag all of this out. I got a kill. That didn't even move them. That's annoying. Just not enough damage. Oh, I never put my third point in. No wonder. I was like, why am I not killing anything?
Good day.
I think it'd be cool, Malenko, but
Good day. Good day.
there you go, Tanuki.
Evil beware.
I think you could be more proactive. You used to be more proactive with streaming when D2 is dead and had been managed changed in 10 years. There's more excitement in stream than compared to now. Man, Warren is just throwing shade left and right, isn't he? To Warren's credit,
Not enough mana.
I appreciate the honesty more than
Mana.
the suck up answers. I think it's true. No, I think you're spot on. I think being a single dude with more time and energy versus a dad definitely like shifts some of that.
I need mana.
You know? I seriously cannot find money at all. This is so many runs. Okay. The good news is we at least get this. So, I mean, that's nice at least. Malenko. Warren goes hard on the D2R forums. Oh, he goes so hard on the D2R forums. Warren is like Karen numero uno on those forums.
Not enough mana.
Oh no! Why did I... Shoot, I actually think that was... I mean, this run's probably dead anyways. We'll check really fast, but...
Evil beware.
the cutback right there is the piece that... Yeah. Shoot. Because this is not it.
Dark magic at work here.
Why would you assume this is legit run if you saw the man use a bot to type his character name? Because it's an approved macro that we have
Good day.
as a community agreed upon.
Good day. Good day.
No macros are allowed during the run, but anything before is allowed for the sake of this because
Llama,
it's just
you
super
used
slow
to stream
otherwise.
with Viper, right? The Age of Empires scene is pretty big for a 25-year-old game. There is
Yeah.
a lot of crossover audience between D2 and Age. Viper is a top 10 player there, and with your RTS experience, it might be a good to try.
So I never streamed with Viper, I don't think. I streamed AoE a couple of times just for fun, but I don't think I ever did it with any like pro players in the scene or anything. I'm much better at StarCraft than I am at Age of Empires, but StarCraft doesn't really have much of an audience. AoE definitely has a bigger audience for sure.
Good day.
Yeah, I've talked about it before of
Evil
the idea that sorry, I'm trying there's like a how close is the game to your game and then what is the success of that, right? So if I go stream a game like Barbie's Big Adventure, that game has very little crossover with Diablo 2. There is not going to be very many people that watch me stream that game because it's just not right. Like people that play Diablo 2 and people that play Barbie are very different people. However, if I stream,
I need mana.
you know, Path of Exile, okay, you're going to have more crossover, PoE and Diablo 2. You know, No Rest for the Wicked, right? Other RPGs. Or, you know, you get into something like, okay, I'm streaming StarCraft, Age of Empires. Okay, maybe a little less crossover than like PoE, but still crossover does exist there. So, you know, with those pieces, you're really just like finding it's how close to your game is it, and that's kind of your expected drop off is how far away. So for every like other bounce, you know, step to the next piece of it, that's an additional like 100 less people that'll watch it or something, right? So you can do some of your current viewer base, exactly.
There is money in it if you practiced. Red Bull is hosting
Where?
a $250,000 tournament in a few months.
What?
If you reached out to a few top 10 players, maybe you could do some collaboration.
Evil beware.
There is so much nostalgia in these old games.
250,000? Yeah, but like, I'm not gonna beat Viper or any of these pros in a few months. What would my practice do for anything? But with those, you know, right, the idea of like if I wanted to get into becoming an AoE streamer, let's say, well, now I have to dedicate a decent amount of time into AoE and start to build up over there and start to shift over, and I've dropped this viewership down a lot to do so, even though I bring some of it over, and now I'm spending a lot of time there, and you know, there's just a lot of issues. What you can do, and generally a lot of times the best thing is just doing fun collabs is nice, right? It's exciting for people. And you get to go visit a game and do some stuff with it. And then you come back. And that's why, like, the Game-a-thon, I think, has, you know, was really nice. I actually think that was one of my better ideas, doing that. Because it just had that feeling of it. Yeah, we're going to get back to D2. But well, the reason my viewership was higher during the chess time is because that's like around also when D2R was out. So,
I can't.
you know, that helps a lot.
I can't carry anymore. Impossible.
I guess I have a shrine technically in Cold
Impossible.
Plains, so
I can't.
yeah, I was one. Was it on the original? I mean, it might have actually been around then. You might be right.
Hey Llama, real talk. In
up?
Barbie Project Friendship, in the end game, is Teresa's friendship progression mathematically slower than the others, or does it just appear that way due to stricter action gating after level 4? After unlocking all locations and completing every shared task, Teresa still requires more day cycles per heart than Barbie, Daisy, or Renee. Is this an actual curve difference, or is there a hidden prerequisite interaction I'm missing?
I need a key.
I
can't.
So, Teresa's friendship progression is a little bit slower. You are correct. It doesn't just appear that way. This is due to Teresa actually having some minor buffs in her exercising. So you'll notice that she is able to get that beach bod a little faster than Barbie and the others. And so because of that, they thematically decided to decrease her friendship growth a little bit as a way of suggesting the jealousy that the other Barbies kind of feel.
The monastery.
So it's actually pretty good game design when you think about it.
Moo.
Record today? Let's go.
Let's go.
I can't.
Ken was OP in 2.4. Oh my god. Don't even bring up 2.4 Ken. I don't want you to even talk about 2.4 Ken to me, okay? Every single Barbie
Impossible.
was hooked on 2.4 Ken. It was impossible for any other Barbie. Teresa, Amy, Sarah, Becky. You couldn't get a Ken. Ken just got every Barbie and that was it. No, it's crazy. It was so OP.
If there was magic,
We're talking about Barbie's
it's
Big
long gone
Adventure.
now.
A red pillar? Oh my god. I wouldn't say I'm a red pillar, but we gotta see how deep this rabbit hole goes, Moo. Think I'm just gonna idly sit by with my blue pill?
I can't.
Alrighty. Oh my god. So there are fallen, but there's not a waypoint. We also don't even know if the waypoint's correct. But like this is the exit. There's no waypoint here. Waypoint must be... I thought that's a dead end. So like where the heck is the waypoint at? I don't know. Either way, kind of slow today. I mean, it's the first day getting back to it, so you're going to have a little bit of slowdown.
Good day.
Overall, I would say, in general, a lot of collabs are actually not as good for the channel as just straight up doing, like, your thing. Like, there are times where a collab is good and beneficial. For instance, I think, like, doing the interview with Chris Wilson right there was a really cool collab. Gets a good, you know, for both of us. Bringing people over to his channel, bringing people to my channel. Like...
Evil beware.
But a lot of times, especially again, when you're collabing with someone that is such a cross creator of something else, it doesn't, like, you're not really bringing a lot over a lot of times.
Moo.
Mr. Llama, divvy up the proceeds of this sub up among the mods.
I will give them double what they get right now in your honor. Thank you so much, Parker.
I need mana.
Except Warren. I'll pay Warren double what he gets paid for his modding duties.
Not enough mana.
Oh my god. How am I just so broke? Every run right now is so broke. Wild. I'm getting shrines at my Cold Plains too, which is so cool. But I have no cash. Every run, no cash. Where's all the cash at? Finally. Something. Okay. Nice, Warren. Good to hear. waypoint, but no shrines really visible next to it. The bigger thing that I can do if I want to, or if you want to, whatever, would just be streaming more consistently, streaming more Diablo 2, and especially like speedrunning. People like the speedrunning. That is the best course of action I can take. Just looking and seeing the content that people enjoy the most, putting more of that content out. Alright, we've got champion goats ruining this. I started planning Llama 2. Llama RPG 2? I mean, we've got...
Good day.
Honestly, we're kind of doing it in reverse order. I've already started planning
Beware.
Llama TCG. I've started planning Llama... yeah, trading card game. What's the name of the other one? That we were just playing? Vampire Survivors. Roguelike. Llama Rogue.
Not enough mana.
Llama Platformer. Celeste. Salamist. Let's do it, Evo. I like it. We can sit down and have a chat if you want. SC, Mr. Llama streaming Celeste. That's right. So, you know, and those are like much easier games to make than the one that we're currently making. The game we're currently making is definitely the most in-depth of all of them by far. And maybe we can just shove them all into it as well. Oh god, Warren. Oh my gosh. I mean, pretty good still. Pretty good still. Do I have strangling? I don't think on this run I do. Oh my god. Forget it. They're just running away. Whatever. This is fast. Could have been even faster if I ignored those guys. Okay, so the big thing now is I need to get... strangling gas potions.
Impossible.
So, yeah, I think there's room in them to grow, and I think, like, yeah. I just think we could have a lot of fun and make this coded up, and it wouldn't be nearly as bad, and it could still be a lot of fun.
I need a key.
So, that'll be next, Warren. We're gonna make Llama Hades. How do I petition my girl for an MVS run? Like, you want her to do the run, or you want her to get me to do the run?
I can't.
You could probably just bribe her. Because she has to watch the kids for, 2 days straight. So it's a little more difficult to do now.
The
But
monastery. On Dariel's stronghold.
Moogirl's always open for a good bribe. Can we add envious punishment where something bonks you on the nose after you get that surgery? I don't love that. Also, I don't know if I have to get the surgery yet. I'm gonna do a sleep study and we're gonna see. But that could also make potential help. Like, what if we get that fixed up? I get my CPAP machine or whatever. And then I come out a new man and I'm waking up and I suddenly have energy. Oh, baby. No. It's okay. Really fast run. No strangling gas. But if we had strangling gas and a fast turnoff there, this would have been like top 5% of runs.
I need a key.
Really, really so fast. I mean, even still, it's like, after all that, it's now slowed down to where it's like on world record pace. Again, I also don't have strangling gas though. It's really brutal because we have all of these mobs here and everything. But Jesus.
I can.
Does strangling gas just not
If there was
exist?
magic here, it's long gone now. Impossible.
Well, what's a BPAP do?
Impossible.
I'm a firm believer in breathwork and holistic approaches. Oh no. Oh no, chat. I mean, that sounds nice. Don't be fallen. Oh, thank God. I was gonna be so mad if those were fallen. I'm not even gonna lie. After that stupid setup of everything, I would have lost it. I mean, the thing is, I don't think breathwork is gonna cure my deviated septum, you know?
Hey, Good day.
Like, there are places. Oh, thanks,
Good
Sparkler.
day.
There are places where these sorts of things can be
Hey.
good. Right?
Good day.
And then there are just things like, hey, I
Evil
can't breathe
beware.
real well because my body physically has got some issues. Interesting right there. Right, like sometimes when you break your arm, like meditation isn't going to heal it, right? It's just there are things that meditation is great for. And such. Yeah, probably. I mean, there's not with that attitude. It's true. It's not a good attitude for it. One of my, I don't want to say favorite because it sounds cruel, but simplest stories of it is Steve Jobs, who had cancer. I believe it was pancreatic cancer. And he caught it early and had the opportunity to do something about it and decided to just do a bunch of holistic stuff and natural things, cleanses and eat a bunch of fruit and whatever stuff. And then a year later, it spread everywhere. And then he tried to get serious about it, and it was too late. And then that was it, right? Yeah, there's certain times and places of it where meditating is great for my anxiety. Ooh, this is rough. I need a skill shrine.
I can't.
Not enough mana.
Ooh, this is tough. I need the level up so badly. I'm just short. Okay. That's tough.
I need mana. I need mana. I need mana.
What's that,
I need
Monica?
mana. Not enough mana.
Good day. Good day. Good day.
That's how it be, Tran.
Good day. Good day.
That's why I eat my daily
Evil
kimchi.
beware.
Korean.
Do it. Just do it.
Uh-huh.
Don't let your dreams be dreams. Yesterday you said tomorrow. So just do it. Make your dreams come true. Just do it. Some people dream of success, while you're going to wake up and work hard at it. Nothing is impossible. You should get to the point where anyone else would quit and you're not going to stop there. No. What are you waiting for? Do it.
Do it.
Just do it. Yes, you can. Just do it. If you're tired of starting over, stop giving up.
Why did that video ever exist? Like, who? I know Shia made it, but like, was he just doing things? Was it for like a class? Was it? There had to be some purpose, right? Where did he put it out even again that everybody came across it? Did he just like tweet it out? He told a group of people to do it, and he was... Huh. He was just gonna say whatever came to his mind. Okay, so drugs. That must have been why then. It's one part of a 30-minute video. He spent 30 minutes yelling "do it" at a camera. No, he also did other things on camera. Okay. Okay. Each student the director should... Interesting. Yeah, that was just such a random moment in time. The Shia do it time. Man, I don't even know where the baby Evo do-its are. Yesterday you said tomorrow.
I need mana. Not enough mana. Not enough mana. I need mana.
Yeah, it was an interesting time. Also kind of a better time as well. Okay. Medium right now. Wait, where am I getting 2 to strength from? Oh, the charm. So I think we're getting new Diablo stuff. I don't know. Warren says we are. So if we don't, blame him. Yo! Wicked Plumber. Wait, was it not down? No, it was up. Oopsies. With 10 gifted memberships. Mwah! Thank you so much. That is crazy generous. Thank you, thank you. Stop throwing me under the bus with these lies. Look, man. Just think of it this way. If there is a bunch of stuff coming to Diablo 2, you look like a genie. Everybody's going to be like, oh my god, Warren knows everything. Right? The greatest oracle of our times, Warren 1001. Now, if there's not a bunch of stuff coming, you do just look like a jerk. Promising all of us that there is stuff happening. So,
The monastery.
you know, there's that. But I'm betting on you, Warren. We're betting on Warren saying that Diablo 2 is getting all sorts of new stuff. Act 6. New expansions. Stackables. What else is coming, Warren?
If there was magic here, it's long gone now.
Didn't Rod Ferguson say there was potential for detour content? Well, he doesn't work there, so... Every door is getting blocked.
Good day.
Maybe you'd have better RNG if you weren't a liar. Wow. Look, I am trying
Beware.
to make you the greatest prophet of our times. And this is how you're repaying me. I don't know, Warren, if there's not a bunch of awesome content coming to D2, maybe you shouldn't go around promising us that there's a bunch of awesome content coming to D2. We all heard it.
I need mana.
And I quote, "It does seem like there's a lot of really cool stuff coming to D2. Wink." That's Warren 1001 right there. Ouch, Warren. Below the belt. We don't need that. Let's keep it above the belt here, please. We don't need none of that. Darn it, 2 to charge bolt. Okay. Now you sound like Moo Girl. You know, we have had good shrines today. I will say that. Our shrines have been pretty solid. Other pieces. We also did find the +2 charge bolt twice. So there's been a couple nice things.
I can't carry anymore.
But there's also been some rough things. Namely, our Cold Plains maps are killing us.
I need mana.
And our lack of gold has been quite bad. Poor craftsman who blames his tools. Well, my tools are bad. I'm not blaming the tools. The tools just are not good enough.
Evil beware.
Oh, I don't remember that Malenko. I mean, maybe, but that was a long time ago where he was probably just saying something. Rod was probably just trying to build hype for the game to sell more copies. So he was like, maybe there'll be more in the future. Kind of like Elon with Tesla. He's like, oh, maybe we'll have robots. Maybe your car will be good one day. You know, just sells hype. And Darcy, it's okay, sweetie. Just a dream. Maybe I pay some people in China to level my characters. You know how it is. Okay, now we get like the greatest underground ever. Not the greatest. One extra tile from perfect. But best we've had in a long time. Do you feel like there's a functional difference between D2R and LOD speedruns? I used to run LOD, but I want to come back and try. Ah, if you didn't used to run an LOD, then you can come back and get into it. The biggest differences are gonna be like, you know, the paladin uses Holy Bolt now instead of Holy Fire.
I can't.
The Trapsin uses blades for her like leveling to 12 instead of, you know, using Fire Blast. Like a lot of like minor differences like that. some changes to, you know, hit recovery and things, but that won't really affect how you're like building and running.
I can't.
And then hell runs, you're gonna get like spirit now.
Ugh, the monastery. On Dariel's stronghold.
The people claiming Detour is dead will be proven wrong. I agree. You know what? We're gonna make a stand right here. D2R is not dead. It is alive and thriving. I know for the past 7 seasons we've said the same thing and thought that the patch notes were going to come and change something. And the best that we got was Koreans who were 19 could play the game. But this time, it's gotta be different. They're not just gonna copy paste the blog, are they? It's not just gonna say ladder reset, blog copy
If there was
paste.
magic here, it's long
It can't.
gone now.
It can't do it. I won't allow it.
Impossible.
Oh. All right, we got a chance. On a pretty decent run pace. It's not like the fastest run that's ever existed, but this is pretty good. Oh. Dang it. That would have been really nice. Like, that was on world record pace. Right on it. We can be faster getting into it, which is why I'm saying it's not the greatest ever, but that was right on it. That is super sad.
Good day. Good day.
Ladder reset announcement pushed to next week. Yeah, they pushed the announcement to next week again. Hopium of these students is consistent with the Cowboys fan. Okay.
Good day.
Look. Pretty much every single time that you get deep into this sort of tankier where something isn't
Evil
happening
beware.
and you just keep hoping that it will, you're never right, right? People delude themselves into thinking this is actually the time. But, you know, it's never the time. It's just going to be dead still. But I think this time is actually the time. You know? I don't think second quarter. We're trying on it. It's just gonna be slower, sadly. Llama RPG. But we are working on it. So, what if they just announced that ladder resets are done? The intern broke his finger. He can no longer push the button. So we're done with ladder resets. Thank you. Honestly, it wouldn't surprise me. Due to China version and previous Mosaic talk, I give next letter having changes at 5%. I'll take it. I'll take 5%. I think chances of us getting changes in the next ladder are 90%.
I looked it up. The Merriam-Webster dictionary defines delusional, adjective. 1. Having false or unrealistic beliefs that are firmly maintained despite clear evidence to the contrary, disconnected from reality. 2. Informal, sports, a recurring psychological condition observed each preseason in Dallas Cowboys fans, characterized by the unshakable belief that this is their year to win the Super Bowl,
What's up,
often
YouTube?
accompanied by selective memory loss of the last few decades.
I don't appreciate the timing of that donation as much as I appreciate the support. It's not. Don't define delusional right after I make a statement. I'm dead. No. Just so weak. Ugh. I mean, there's been a lot of runs like that that have just struggled. We've also had some decent runs. We've had 2 one-tile jail setups that had chances.
Good day. Good day.
I mean, don't put it into math for me. I don't want to see it like that. Look. Is Diablo 2 getting changes soon? Yes. Are the Cowboys also winning the Super Bowl soon? Next year? Also, yes. I don't understand how this is confusing. We're playing the game 2 truths and a lie. I'm wearing a diaper. There you go. No, the Cowboys winning and changes coming are the truths. So-
Not enough mana.
Don't worry, Llama, there is hope. Look, even the other definitions of delusional are okay: extended sense, exhibiting an unwavering optimism grounded in tradition, branding, and past glory rather than current performance, most commonly diagnosed in individuals who cite legacy, star power, or next year while discussing the Dallas Cowboys.
Okay. Look, we just got a new defensive coordinator, and things are looking up for us. All right? So I don't want to hear about this delusion. If I could just find the cold plane stuff. Now all the shrines have disappeared. As soon as I was like, hey guys, we're starting to get shrines. Instead it's like, no shrine? How about extra fast goatmen that'll never leave you? Llama's gonna have yawning in the actual world record video. Well, it depends. If I can get my sleep apnea figured out and fixed, maybe I won't have yawning. This is just so bad. Without a shrine, there's nothing here. Though honestly, the yawning from the videos, I'd say half of it comes from that. Maybe like a third of it. A third of it comes from being hungry. I yawn. When I get hungry. And then a third of it comes from my anxiety medicine, which makes me yawn whenever I like read and stuff. If I'm like reading out loud, I cannot
Evil beware.
go for like a whole paragraph without yawning. Kind of sucks. Thanks,
Good
Drophus.
day.
There you go, Omega.
Good day.
Evil beware.
Moo.
Thanks, Apple. Ooh, still no gold before the shrine. Yeah, I'll have a video. We can go highlight that and make our thumbnail soon on it. But I mean, I'm excited to see what they do with it.
I need mana.
Cash.
According to the thesaurus, synonyms for the word overconfident include cocky, arrogant, presumptuous, self-assured, typical Cowboys fan, bold,
Okay.
brash, unwarrantedly optimistic.
They don't have typical Cowboys fan in there. Nice palette. That skill shrine was about half life, so I think it was worth shifting.
Not enough mana.
Well, I will make this promise to you, chat, right now, and you can hold me to this. The Cowboys will win. Okay, hold on now. We'll leave. We're not going to promise on that one. I will... Okay, let's start over. I will make this promise to you, chat. Starting in February, I will try to, one, get my sleep stuff figured out to help with exhaustion. Oh. God, it's so painful. 2, I will stream more
Good day.
and get back to more exciting streams, and we will have more Diablo.
Beware.
February, I will stream more than I have streamed for many months. I'll have to look. I don't want to promise the exact number of hours or whatever, but we can at least say for many months. Hi. Because I haven't done a ton in the last few. What's up? You gonna make fun of me? Okay. Don't love that.
Let me know, chat, if he's not working enough, okay?
I'm going to work more.
You took off too much time, and now I have to make him work.
That's, yeah, I know.
Come in here and check like a boss.
Half of the promise is because of this, alright? So, my boss says I have to work more.
She wants a Louie.
Because she wants a Louie. A Louie?
3 and the kids.
Can I get
And
you...
Darcy.
She doesn't even know what that means. How about I get you a Mark Jacobs instead?
Do I have anything Mark Jacobs? Why do you even know that name?
My mom has it.
Because if it's an X, do I look like them?
One of them.
I do not look like her. It's offensive that you even think I look like that girl. I'm glad that you found her back.
Wow.
I don't.
Good day.
So, stream is asking when MVS 3 to charge bolt. A channel you want?
I don't ever actually want a Louis Vuitton. This is
You don't want a
this
Louis?
Is a joke, I hope you know.
Okay, because I was gonna go look up.
You were never gonna get it.
I don't know. How much can a Louis cost? $200? If I can work X hours a month, so then you can grab privately. You play the under a mod project, but it's meant to be hard than listening and not until a roll. Seems good to me. You can put some achievable goals, for instance, take back world records from Kano. I think that's a good idea. Let's put together a list of achievable goals. And
He's been doing it. Diablo mod instead of RPG.
I know.
Impossible.
In chat, you can also think up
Punishment.
fun, achievable goals. We can work together as a team to make the Llama stream a dream. How's that sound? Because Moo Girl needs a Louie. And I said, I'll buy you one. And she said, with what money, Llama? God, this is such a terrible recognition. We've had so many goatmen and alternative mobs joining our Rakinishu fights recently. It's been really bad. Slow. Sometimes you just gotta go forward and pick off the other mobs. I don't have strangling yet. Make Llama stream great again. Yeah. Mulzga is what we're gonna do.
I can't. Impossible.
I too think the Cowboys are due. Llama, don't get me wrong. I have a serious football question for a true Cowboys fan like yourself, someone with deep knowledge of the game, the roster, and the offensive system. Given the recent changes to the offensive playbook and possible improvements to the offensive lineup next season, how do you think the coaching staff should adjust their strategy to optimize their core 4th and 20 game? I think they really need to focus on that.
Somebody ban this guy already.
It's locked.
Who let this guy in here even? Get her a Coach diaper bag. There you go. Jesus, shorty.
I can't. The monastery.
If you ban evil, you have to ban me too. I can ban Farquhar as well? Oh, wow. Done deal. Let's go. It's true, Danik.
I can't.
Get him out of here. Okay. First off, our punter is good. So. I love anger. Okay, I mean, we've got a run. Yeah, we've got a run going here now.
If there was
And
magic
we've
here,
got
it's long
the
gone
cage. Oh. Dang it. Doors.
Impossible.
Shoot. Ugh. It's a tough one. What is that, a 10 tile? Yeah. It's like a 10 tile setup. Hey, where's that background at? Oh, right there. What? Why is there a Kano, son of a gun? He just exists, like, he just exists all over my computer for some reason. I don't know why. I cannot get this stupid picture away. I delete the picture. It appears in other pictures. I mean, get out of here. How does it even get there?
Moo.
Kano takes a week off, shows up on Llama's stream. Makes sense. Living rent-free in your mind.
Seriously, get away. Let's do this. Put that like that. This isn't the greatest graphic design. Bigger? Smaller? Where does this go? You're just in the middle?
Moo girl looking over your shoulder to see what's on your screen. Who is that? Why are you looking at pictures of that? Llama replying, I don't know how it got there. I don't know why there's pictures in every folder. Someone must have hacked me.
I do love that image there. Yeah, I think the double line is bad actually. I think we want single line right here. A little bigger. And then not bad. Center it a little bit more. Not shabby. Red arrow bad. Bigger, newest game. Let's check this out. What's up YouTube? Mr. Llama SC here, and today we're gonna be what's and change the itemization. What's up YouTube? Okay. Yeah. GG everybody. Peace YouTube. All right. Something like that. Something along those lines. Honestly, not a terrible day of running. Not a shabby day at all. Yeah. We will return tomorrow. What day is it? Today's Thursday, yeah. We'll return tomorrow, do some more stuff, have some more fun. Mwah. Kisses to you all. Thank you guys for being here. If you hang out in the VOD channel, great way to support the stream while we're not live, and then we'll be back live tomorrow with some more speedrun. More D2 speedruns. We'll hop back on this horse. So, GG everybody. Have a good one.